Good Friday morning, South Carolina weather watchers. I'm the host for South Carolina Weather, Jess Peterson, and let's go on ahead and start off with the weather for your Friday. Now we go on ahead and we look up not at the Columbia radar, which we usually do, but at the Greenville radar. Cause look at this, we do have some showers and some heavy downpours starting to move eastward into Greenville, Simpsonville, Spartanburg, Travelers Rest, Pickens region, and that has caused some heavy downpours up there as of result of the storms that we saw or the severe weather outbreak that we saw yesterday. Those storms are starting to move in to where we are now. Not doing a whole lot right now, just maybe some heavy downpours. But I mean, if we look back at the Columbia radar, I mean, we do have seems to be some nice clear condition. This is all. This is not rain. This is just something from the radar. But yes. So we just have these showers up here inside the upstate, and that's all pretty much that we have going on right now. So let's go ahead and switch over and talk about cloud cover. So cloud cover right now, obviously it is cloudy up there inside of the upstate, the Midlands, and the PD region. It's looking to be like a little bit cloudy. Definitely some, let's say maybe some high clouds. But then once you get to like the low country region, I mean, nice and clear. No precipitation falling, no cloud cover is happening right now. It's nice and clear outside. Maybe a couple of clouds out there, but that's pretty much all you're getting. Looking at our current temperatures right now, current temperatures 57 in Greenville, 55 in Columbia, 57 in Charleston, 53 in Orangeburg, 55 in Barnwell, 53 in Augusta, 57 in Myrtle Beach, 57 in Anderson, 55 in Moncks Corner, 55 in Sumter and Florence and Bishopville and Bennettsville and Rock Hill and Union and Winnsboro and Greenwood and Newberry, all 55 degrees. So really seems like really seems like 55, 57, and that's the big number in this pick. The big number for the state. We do have our maximum temperatures right here. Max temperatures will reach around 80 Columbia, 82 Sumter, 81 Florence, 71 at Myrtle Beach, 74 at Charleston, 81 at Augusta, 72 Anderson, 73 not Orangeburg, but Greenville and Spartanburg. So it seems like our hottest temperatures will really be from Orangeburg, the inland low country, the inland PD regions. Those seems to be like our hottest areas. Everyone inside the brown. If you look at the brown, that's what everyone's temperatures will be like for today. What everyone's maximum temperatures will be for today. That's very hot, around like the low 80s, go into the mid 80s. Even if you get into the lighter regions here, that will bring you somewhere close to like the mid 80s, maybe even up to the high 80s, but I think mid 80s for sure. Our max wind gusts for the next 24 hours can see some gusty winds around 20 miles an hour throughout most of the state, except for parts of the low country. But other than that, everyone else can see around a good 20-mile-per-hour wind gust or so. So, not really anything that you have to be worried about. But obviously, our 24-hour precipitation totals, obviously, since there's rain already going on inside the upstate, we're going to have around a 4/10 of an inch inside of Anderson, 3/10 in Greenville, 2/10 in Columbia, Sumter, and Florence, and Myrtle Beach, 3/10 in Charleston, and 4/10 in Augusta. And here's the radar that kind of shows what's going on. If you push this eastward, you see those showers starting to move down into South Carolina, and then after that, we have another system that's going to come through and move through the low country / coastal regions of South Carolina, like literally Saturday morning, like early Saturday morning. And we had a huge update to our SPC outlook. We Most of us is actually under a marginal risk of severe weather now. It go more eastward, so places like Beaufort's in it now, Somerville's in it now. Um, Orangeburg's in it now. So those three places did in fact get in the marginal risk of severe weather now. For tornadoes, still mainly kind of where that old marginal risk was. Places like Allendale, Augusta, western portion of Columbia, Anderson, all those places are still inside 2% risk of tornadoes. The 2% chance of hail, a 5% chance of hail, there's no chance of hail. And everyone that's inside this marginal risk up here is inside the wind risk down there at the bottom right. And here's their discussion, pretty much saying that scattered to severe thunderstorms are possible across portions of south central Texas and over the Mississippi/Alabama region. That's where like the main portion is as well. Going ahead and look at day 2. Just a little chance for some thunderstorms tomorrow, like at the very southern tip of South Carolina. And day 3, same thing, just this little southern tip right here. And day 4 through 8, we're not looking for anything right now. Yeah, no. So, yeah, we're good for the 1 to 8 days. Here it is. Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about excessive rainfall, because this is also another thing we have to bring up. We now, most of pretty much all of the southern region of South Carolina and the central regions is now under a marginal risk of excessive rainfall. So if you are inside these areas, potentially some ponding on the streets, some isolated flash flooding cannot be ruled out. So definitely watch out if you are inside of these regions. And that's gonna about wrap it up. So potential flash flooding, isolated flash flooding possible today. Severe weather, tornadoes, wind, all possible inside of those regions that we showed earlier. If you need a bit of a refresher, and we go to the 4 panel, the day 1 is at the top left. And actually, did they just update this? They did. Wow! Like right when I left and then I came back, they just updated this. It doesn't change anything for us. All it did is really just shrink the slight risk. But yeah, nothing really changed for us. We're still under the same risk. But the top right, that's our tornado outlook. The bottom left, that's for hail. The bottom right, that's for wind. If you're in the green region, you are under a 5% chance. If you're in the wind, or if you're in the top right for tornadoes, you're in the 2% chance for tornadoes. So definitely don't be surprised if you get that alert later. And thank you all so much for watching. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but hopefully tonight. I don't know what time I'll be back tonight, but hopefully it will be tonight. That's why I said tomorrow. But anyways, I'll see y'all hopefully tonight with another forecast update.